Hey, 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 how's it going out there? What's up, Fly Swatter? Thanks for tuning in. Always nice to see you. I hope you guys like my new intro music. I felt like the very generic royalty free music just wasn't suiting for me. So I did a little poking around on YouTube and found something that I like just a little bit more. It's supposed to be kind of Toonami style. Speaking of Toonami style, we're playing more Bomb Rush Cyberpunk tonight. So hope you guys are ready for some upbeat music, some cool visuals, and for me to use this really over-exaggerated voice for the entire night. Oh, also, I adjusted my mic setup. Hopefully you guys can hear me a little clearer now. Apparently I've been real dumb for, let's see, how long have I been streaming? Almost 2 years? That can't be right. Is that right? Yeah, okay, yep. Over a year and a half. I've had my microphone set up incorrectly. So here we are. Now it's correct. Now I should be nice and clear, straight from my Skyline studio into your own brainwaves. For everyone just tuning in, say hi. If you're new, introduce yourself. And just in case you are new, I'll introduce myself. I'm Fuji. My mic is exploding? My mic is not exploding. You guys are messing with me. I'm looking at my levels. It's not exploding. You're messing with me. That's a throwback to the old days when my mic would absolutely blow up all the time. Good mic, you think? What's up? Other than messing with me, how is your evening going? Good mic, methinks. Why did I phrase it like that? I don't know. I liked it though. I liked it a whole lot. Alright, we're gonna back out this music because it is definitely not copyright free. We are gonna bring up our game for the evening. But yeah, like I said, I've had my microphone set up totally wrong. Didn't realize that it was a front-facing microphone. I thought I was supposed to speak into the side of it because it looks like that style. But then I recently realized that no, it's just styled that way. Since it's a cheap USB mic, they decided that they would shape it however they wanted to and ignore, I don't know, decades of design cues. No, I'm really just blaming them for my lack of paying attention to it. Yeah, oh no, yeah. Yep, but I mean, you guys have been able to hear me, but now I sound hopefully a lot more crisp. And hopefully my levels won't be all over the place quite as much. Oh, give me one sec. Set up my controller so we can play Bomb Rush. All right, there we go. That's better. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you, hand tracking. All right. Hop over to Bomb Rush. Ooh, we have no audio coming out of Bomb Rush? Yes, we do. Okay. All right. We'll go in game. In game is still showing the wrong screen. I love that. I guess I gotta save my setup now that I've changed everything. All right, video capture. You are supposed to, no, not video capture. Screen capture. Screen capture should be on screen 1. There we go. Streamlabs, yeah. I use Streamlabs for Twitch and I use OBS for, I guess it's Twitch for both accounts now, but for DJing I use OBS because I like the audio stuff better over there. But I think that Streamlabs is pretty fine. You know, oh boy, we gotta learn all the controls again. All right, so it's right trigger for slides and manuals. Those are my Alright, cool. And then left bumper to change. And then if I remember right, it's right bumper to tag. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Looks like I need to go this way. So if I remember right, we are... I actually don't really remember where we left off as far as storyline, other than I think we're chasing down the big boss at this point. Oh, we got the heat on us. Should I just tag it? Oh, there we go. How do I attack again? There we go. Oh, and I remember my tags. Uh-oh. Armored units. I'm so scared. Oh, I goofed. I didn't goof. I'm the best. Did you guys see that? You see how good I was? I definitely remember the controls to this game. Oh, yep. You see how much I remember these controls? Did you see how perfect that was? I don't remember how to boost. Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's remind ourselves of what button does what. Okay, left trigger is the one I was looking for. We're just gonna boost right off the end. Oh, and our friends are over here already. Bo went this way. Oh, you've not done that already. It's the very start of the stream. Oh my god. Starting my timer. 15 minutes. Right then. We're going to spend the first 15 minutes of the stream being British. I apologize to anyone who's just tuned in. Let's finish this once and for all. I can't believe you've done this, because this is going to be a lot of really good voice acting moments. I was really excited to use my my regular Fuji voice for Red, but instead you've made me British. So now I have to try to figure out how to make British Fuji sound cool. Okay. I think this is very literally the end of the game. Suffer! No, why do you want me to suffer? What's wrong with you? I'm nothing but nice to you all. You're saying British Fuji doesn't sound cool. I like British Fuji, but it's not the exact sound of, you know, Red's voice. I think Red's voice lends itself to regular Fuji. I've jumped to my death. That was really fast. That was really fast. Maybe this boss fight is going to take long enough. I'll be back to my normal voice by then. But don't worry, Fly Spotter. I know you think British Fuji sounds great. Okay. Oh, this seems dangerous. Okay, so he's hitting me. I don't know how to make that happen less. I'm falling to my death. I'll spend another 1,000. I'm gonna make it more expensive. You guys are gonna do it all the time. Or I'm just gonna make it like a once a stream redeemable. Watch yourselves. Oh, I've done it again. Okay. It's really forgiving that I can just come back without totally losing. When I mess up like that. How am I supposed to get that? Oh my gosh, I don't understand. I know at some point I'm gonna have to go up there on that thing to go to the top. So I have to figure it out. I'm gonna try now. There it is. This seems dangerous. Ow, 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 ow. No. Okay, so I have to survive his barrage, and then I can attack. we'll skip that. I don't know if I'm just supposed to trick my way away from him or if I have to boost. Like, yeah, I think boosting is it. Oh, it pushed me off the edge. Go, 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 go. Right, I love the old cartoony controls in this game, but it's so hard to deal with. Like, I'm so not used to them. Okay, okay. Good. I like bait him. Is there anything I can do before he goes on his rampage? I don't think so. Ugh. Creepy. Ow. I can't see where I'm going. Oh, I died. I died. Drat. Oh, in my hand. Stop that. There we go. It's funny that it changes the song every time. Like, it starts you on the one song. Ow! Best 1,000 you spent, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it is. It is. There's one. Can I do more than one? No, it doesn't look like it. Don't look at me. This music is tense. Okay, I've got all the boosts in the world, so I can just boost away when he starts shooting his guns. I'm boosting. I'm boosting. Okay. Can't see. Oh, I've missed. I'm gonna... Where am I? I fall into my demise. Pain. At least we know the formula now. You boost while he's shooting. And then go in for the graffiti after that. I just messed up and didn't press right bumper at the right time. Okay, I've got full boost again. So I'm ready. Boosting, boosting. Stop shooting! Oh, I'm going the wrong way! Okay, okay, there's an arm. Yes! Got another. Right, that's 2 down. I think 4 to go. I think he's got 3 arms on each side. I'm actually not sure. No, he's got... Yeah, he's got 3 on each side? Oh, what are those? He's got, like, multiple phases. This is interesting. It's like Dark Souls. Oh! Now's my chance. Yes. Okay. I think we're halfway there. Like that One Direction song or whatever. I actually don't know if that was One Direction. I think it was. What? Didn't One Direction have a... Oh, no, it wasn't One Direction. It was Big Time Rush. They're the same band in my head. Ow. We just have to go fast. We just have to go fast. Okay, we made it. We made it. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Get on that arm. Oh my lord. Right. Boost. Gotta get boost. Alright, boost is back. Okay, he's got one arm at the bottom. Kind of. Like middle? Oh, that was close. It's got one arm at the middle, nothing at the top. Oh yes, one at the top. There it is. No, go the other way. There we go. Blind Spotted, I almost make you lose your mind there, getting the name of... Getting One Direction and Big Time Rush confused. Oh, that looks bad. Are you shooting at me? Oh my goodness. Okay, we made it, we made it, we made it. Just gotta get to that arm. Did it. Did it. Oh yes, this song. And we're already headed up. This is perfect. Am I just gonna jump straight at him? Oh! I bumped into him? Foe! In 6th grade, I bought a notebook with Big Time Rush on it for my friend. I don't think I've heard a single song of theirs. You're not missing out on anything. What? Stop. Microphone keeps showing up on the tracking. Foe! I know your secrets! Many others were framed and jailed for your graffiti. You wanted to be perfect, to never get caught. I trusted you. You even tried to kill me. Because I found out your dad was a corrupt cop that kept you out of trouble. Alright, I gotta do different voices because it's different characters. So what? Is that it? Who am I not to make use of my roots? All city my ass. Yeah, a coward killing people just to hide from reality. You never knew what it was like. No one was ever going to accept me if they knew about my dad. I had no choice. Why don't you understand? Ooh. Now, Felix. You betrayed me first. Not my problem. So I headbutt him to death. Got you. Beat the final boss. The achievement name is now Go Outside. Oh, Solace. Always a punching bag. Yeah. Everybody. Bomb Rush is all city. Oh, hell yeah, this is sick. So they got up and made a change. There are things you can't change, your age, your roots. You better own and rock that shit. In the end, what defines you is what you do with the stuff you've got. Hey yo, where's Felix at? I never thanked you for bringing me back to the life, back to the reality of myself. You did most of the work yourself. But don't think for a second you'll be all city forever. This ain't over. Yeah, but for now I'm gonna go breakdance with my homies. Oh, we got the OGs hanging with us. That's how you know we really did it. And roll credits. Yeah. Dion Coaster. Good name. Has my timer gone off yet? 33 seconds. We finished the game and my timer did not go off. Oh my gosh. I want to watch these credits because I just want to see the, you know, the pictures that they've taken. It's cool stuff. Just want to break dance in a circle with friends. That'd be sick. Yeah, tick. And there's the end of my timer. Perfectly timed. Nice going on that redeem. Alright. Ooh. Good song. Can't believe we finished? I can't believe it took us this long. This is supposed to be a short game. Oh, that's cool. Each of the graffiti groups had their own artist. That's really sick. Just put my hand up. One day it will stop tracking my mic. One day I will figure that out. Alright. Can I skip the rest of these so that we can go play our next game for the evening? Because I didn't know we were going to finish. I figured the boss fight was going to have like a twist and be super hard and take a while. But now we have all this time on our hands and I'm in kind of a voice mood. So I think we're going to play some Coffee Talk. I know everything about you, girl. I wanna know your name. You did fall a lot? Yeah, I did. But it didn't reset for most of those falls. At least, it didn't reset the whole fight. Just put me back. You know what they say, Tick. Get knocked down. Wow, I can't believe I stuttered there. Never mind. It's not even gonna have the impact anymore because I'm stupid. Alright. I can't, like, skip this. We're required to sit through all of these, apparently. Alright. Oh, but I want the game to save. So I don't want to back out. Oh well. We'll just go over to this screen and let that run in the background for a minute while we get our next game up. Let's see here. The next game we are going to play is Coffee Talk 2 Hibiscus and Butterfly. We're going to keep working through it. Because I want to get done with this game before the new one comes out this summer. Oh, that's right. We have to like speed through the start screen on this because the music's copywritten for this home menu. Skip. When does this game get effing good? Load. Continue. There we go. All right. Let me check our audio levels with the new game. They look pretty good. I'm gonna turn down my own headphones just a little bit. All right. And let's update our stream description. All right. Coffee Talk. Episode 2. There are 11 viewers for this game in the whole world right now. So with our 4-viewer stream, we might be number 1. Let's see here. Alright, cool. That's everything updated. Great. Well, I hope you all have a delicious beverage, whether it's water, coffee, or something a little more adult. I myself right now, I'm having a, I think it's a passion fruit and guava mocktail, if I remember right. Cheers. Oh, come on, hand. Stop that. All right. Deem to hydrate. Thank you very much. I was in the middle of it already. Go hydrate yourself. Salute. All right. For this Wednesday, September 25th, 2023, the Evening Whispers brings us 3 new headlines. Lunar Cell panel prototype ready for first test. Newcomer progressive Elven metal band Avathor tops US music charts. And World Golem Culture Center grand opening to be held in Bhutan. Very progressive Bhutan. Huh. I thought there was more stuff in the drawer yesterday. Am I misremembering things? Let's see. Yeah. All the ingredients are stocked up. And the weather's keeping quiet. Looks like a good night to listen to some stories. Good evening, Mr. Hyde. Mr. Gala. Nice to see you two. How did it go at the hospital today? Well, it was fine, except I was a little exhausted. Goodness, are you having issues with the children again? No, that's not it. It's just... Well, for starters, my Fury is giving me a hard time. Your Fury? Is it the full moon already? No, but sometimes I get pre-Fury symptoms. Pre-Fury symptoms? Yeah, it's a common thing for werewolves. A few days before the full moon, our bodies start... a few days before the full moon, our bodies start to prepare for Fury. And that changes the way they react to pretty much everything. Symptoms vary depending on who you ask, but it can affect our muscles, our appetite, our energy levels. It can give us headaches and a lot of other stuff. Small, but annoying. Doesn't that sound pleasant? No, to be honest, it's not great. For me, I've been feeling pretty sore and more tired than usual, and a bit crankier as well. He's so real for that. Yeah, Flies water, nice. Is there a drink that could help you with that? I never found one, but if anyone can come up with it, it's you, Fuji. Since a Galahad can soothe your Fury, maybe it would work as pre-Fury as well? Maybe, but I think it'd need to be more relaxing. Like, A Galahad, but with no caffeine, and maybe blue. Well, let's check my brew pad. Gotta remind myself how to make the Galahad. Tea, milk, and ginger? Well, then in that case, let's do blue pea, milk, and ginger. Brew. Here you go. A Galahad tea for you. Do you come up with these names on the spot, Fuji? No. Takes a bit of soul searching. It's tailored to the situation and so on. It almost makes it sound like you know in advance what we're going to order. Call it a sixth sense. Right. Let's see how your sixth sense tastes. Wow, this is excellent. Exactly what I needed. Very happy to hear that. What's with the long looks, you two? Did something happen? Actually, Fuji. Guess I'll just come out with it. I need your help. My help? Come on. I wasn't that bad. No. I was so tired today I nearly fell asleep on the job. But most importantly, it's not good for you. Moping around, sulking, refusing to look at solutions. I've never seen you like this. I'm getting worried. There's nothing to worry about. You say that, but then you spend the entire nights looking miserable. No advice I come up with is good enough. And Hyde, I'm barely keeping it together as it is. You should know by now how I feel when Fury is about to hit. I take it you two ended up chatting yesterday after all? You bet we did. After I walked out of here, I headed home and I found this one lying on the sofa, staring at the ceiling, looking so gloomy it sucked the color out of the room. And it's not the first time either. It's a constant these days. Please help me. Help him, Fuji. I'm at my wit's end. Mr. Hyde? Fine. The truth is, I'm bored to death. Or I would be if it wasn't for the whole immortality thing. I'm nearing 40 years old, and I've never been this bored in my entire life. Interesting. You usually make it sound like you're much older. 40 years old in vampire years. I'm not saying how old that is in other species years. Eyes on the prize, Fuji. Intervention first, gossip later. My apologies. Why are you so bored, Mr. Hyde? My job. What was that? My job. Hey, no need to shout. Well, I'm also irritated about it, okay? I'm not exactly used to sitting around twiddling my thumbs, but modeling stopped being fun ages ago. You did mention something like that last time. You are trying to leave modeling behind then. Yeah. Is there a specific reason for that? It's all just so brief. Again, he's so real for that. Back when I started modeling, people thought of fashion in a different way. They wanted to keep their outfits for a while, so they had to be elegant, well-made, and versatile. Some campaigns that I featured in stayed on billboards for months, and I knew the clothes would last decades. In a way, it felt like I was building a bond with their wearers. I endorsed something that would feature in their cherished memories. But then social media came and it all became disposable. Clothes themselves, of course, but the models even more. I shoot a campaign, the brand posts it online, and it gets attention for what, 10 minutes? Then another campaign comes in, and everything's forgotten. Blink, it's gone. There's no bond to be built there. Isn't that changing these days, though, with slow fashion and the like? That's true, and people are getting into vintage clothes too. I salute that. But the reality of my job remains the same. What about your fans? You have so many people following you. You mentioned that last night, and my answer hasn't changed. They follow me because they think I'm pretty. Being admired is nice, but it doesn't constitute a bond. So are you saying that you'd like to leave? Sorry. So are you saying you'd like to leave more of a mark? Maybe so. It would be nice if I did something that people remembered. It became part of their lives in a real way. You do know you have people in your life in a real way, right? People who always remember you. That's not the same thing. Maybe you should study to become a doctor or something. That would make a real difference. No, thank you. The job still needs to be fun. Studying for 10 years just to exhaust myself in 14-hour shifts? Did you mistake me for a hard-working vampire? Do you see what I'm dealing with, Fuji? It does seem to be a thorny issue. Perhaps you'd like to mull it over with a drink in hand, Mr. Hyde. Yeah, that sounds good. Why don't you give me hibiscus another shot? Why don't you give hibiscus another shot, Fuji? I'll give you a hint. Make it very, very spicy hibiscus. Alright, Mr. Hyde wants a very, very spicy hibiscus, and I think I can oblige him. Hibiscus and double ginger. Zobo. And here's one Zobo for you. Let's see. You do know me well, Fuji. So I take it works for you. This is perfectly executed Zobo if I ever tasted one. Glad to see you've made good use of your ginger resupply. So you knew I couldn't get it, right? That time? Forgive an old man his old jokes. I see you've had your fun, but you still lost your bet, Hyde. A bet? When Hyde was wallowing in self-pity yesterday, I told him many people cared about him, and I bet you could definitely figure out the one hibiscus drink he likes. So now I get to say that I was right, and Hyde gets to buy me dinner. At the place of my choosing. Ah, you're going to pick that horrible steakhouse again, aren't you? You know it. Have you won other bets in the past, Mr. Gala? Let's see. You say it, Hyde. He's won every single one of the bets we've ever made. Wow. Yeah, I'm this close to being able to buy a new TV with the money I'm saving on food. Just to rub it in my face, why don't you? Oh, hi everyone. Hey, Lua. Hi, Lua. Busy night, I see. Hi, Miss Lua. Busy and lively, just the way we like it. That's good. And I'm really glad you're here, Hyde. I wanted to apologize for the other night. I was so excited to see you, especially since it had been a while. But we ended up fighting with Bailey's instead. You must be getting bored of our arguments. It's alright, they're kind of fun to watch. How are things with you two, by the way? Just let me order before I answer. That's alright, Fuji? Of course. What would you like? Spent the whole day talking in meetings and presentations, so I have a bit of a sore throat. Is there anything you recommend for that? Definitely something with lemon and honey. Sounds great. I'd love a lemon and honey drink then, please. Alright, she's got a sore throat, lemon and honey. Let's do hibiscus, lemon and honey. Lemon, honey, hibiscus? Let's give her a real drink. Trash it. Let's try hibiscus, honey, lemon. brew. And we'll pour another one. Choose that. Honey lemon hibiscus. Okay, I'm noticing a trend here. Trash it. Honey and lemon. Maybe just with tea? Midsummer Night's Dream. Now there's a named drink. Here you go. Some honey to soothe, some lemon to boost recovery. Thanks, Dr. Fuji. This is truly lovely. Just what I needed. That's great to hear. My company's trying to get a big contract, so I've been organizing meetings with everyone, making sure it's all going according to plan. That sounds pretty tough. Yeah, it's a lot of responsibilities and decision making. And part of me likes that, but part of me feels the pressure of it. So it's nice to be able to unwind with a warm cup. Anyhow, to answer your earlier question, Gala, you've probably gathered that Bae and I have been fighting. Yeah, and Hyde told me a little bit about it too. Right, well, we haven't discussed the wedding for the past couple of days, and honestly, it's done me a lot of good. Thing is, I know Bae means well. He suggests all these things that he thinks I'd like, and I should like them. He's paying attention, not just sending random ideas. I should be grateful that he's trying to please me, but I get annoyed instead. And then I start feeling guilty that I'm annoyed, which makes me even more annoyed. It's not great, I know. Well, it'd be easier if we always acted rationally. If we only got annoyed at the right people for the right reasons, but things aren't that simple, are they? That's true. Although I guess if you figured out what actually annoys you, it would help. That's the problem. I'm not sure. At first, I thought I was tired or worried. The decision making at my job is taking a toll for sure. It's a bit hard for me to deal with organizing things in my personal life. Also, the financial side of it is hard to navigate. I don't want Bae to spend too much money, but he's right that involving my family comes with strings attached. I'm not sure how to avoid that though, but I'm realizing that might not even be the main issue. The more he sends me links to venues and caterers, the more it feels wrong to me. I don't mean the wedding itself. I want to get married to Bae, but the way we're planning it, I don't know. I've been to my friends' weddings before. I've also been browsing the most popular wedding pictures online. They're always big parties, very put together, very classy. They have their whole families over, their friends and colleagues. They rent these beautiful barns and they hire live bands. They wear designer dresses and bespoke suits. I used to look at that and think, this is great. This is what I want. But now it all just feels more and more off to me. Why don't you tell your fiancé that? What if he thinks I'm getting cold feet? Or that I'm questioning his ability to help with the budget? That's up to how you communicate it, isn't it? Right, but it's still a difficult topic. We've been through so much, you all know that. This is supposed to be our special day, a way to celebrate our partnership. Bae wants to honor that. He'll feel awful if he thinks I don't. Or if he thinks I don't trust him. I swear, you and your elf are well matched. You always worry so much about what others think, instead of working out your own wants and needs. You do realize that's the important bit, right? I mean, generally yes, I get that, but how does it apply here? What do you think it means to honor your partnership? To celebrate it properly, for starters? Right. And who are you in that partnership with? I believe you met him, the blonde guy with the puppy eyes. Right. I'm glad you remember that. Because you were making it sound like you were in a relationship with your friends who got married, and the strangers who put wedding pictures online. This is your relationship you're celebrating. Why are you so concerned with other people's weddings? Your special day needs to make sense to the two of you. Have it in trainers at the fast food joint if that's what you like. That way you can also take the budget out of the equation. A simpler wedding won't feel shabby if you make it properly yours. I don't think that's gonna fly. I'm sure you can come up with some sort of middle ground. Maybe so. In any case, you've given me food for thought. Thanks, Hyde. My pleasure. Amazing how you perk up when you give people advice, Hyde. Maybe you should become a therapist. Huh. Gee. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I did say that I might become a couples counselor, but I agree with you with what all you implied. I don't think I'm quite tactful enough for that. Are you looking to change careers, Hyde? He's bored of modeling. Finds it too impermanent, wants to leave a mark, wants to have fun. Just a very quick summary. Oh, I see. Well, is there any way you could make modeling fun again? I don't think so. Last time I had proper fun was maybe 20 years ago. What happened then? I was modeling a capsule collection for a young designer, and she wanted to take her own pictures. She got a studio, lugged the outfits there, found someone to do the makeup. Then she whipped out an old film camera, a proper relic. I hadn't seen one like it since the 60s. My granddad has an old black and silver camera with 2 lenses. Was it something like that? Yep, exactly like that. She said she preferred it because of the way it captured the light. And also because it was a slower experience. Something that would allow us to connect more. At first, I didn't think much of it. I started doing the usual, posing, switching, posing some more. But then something felt different. Then I realized what it was. Most of the time, we were just talking. She only took a picture once in a few minutes, if that. Is that unusual? Yup. Most fashion photographers take dozens of pictures in a row. Felt a bit sorry for her, to be honest. I thought she didn't know what she was doing and that she was wasting her money. But we had a great time. I got kind of friendly, I guess. Because at the end of it, she let me use up the remaining exposures. I fooled around, shot some random stuff, and one portrait of her. And she suggested I come with her to a darkroom. Which, watch how she developed the pictures and how they came out. You always did have a fondness for dark places. Comes with the territory. But as for the pictures, well, they were gorgeous. First of all, I looked really like me, you know? A me I could recognize. But that's not even what stuck with me most. It's the care she put into processing each frame, working each picture through the chemical baths, hanging them, drying them. It was like watching a magic ritual. And her portrait. When she saw it, she got a bit emotional. She said she was used to being on the other side of the camera, and it was the first time she really liked a portrait someone took of her. I'm in a weird place these days. It's not like me to tell these kinds of tales, or to launch into soppy monologues, really. Just forget it. No, I think it's a beautiful story. It gives me an idea. I think, of another career for you. Please share, Lua. You'd be doing both of us a solid. Go on, then. Well, maybe it's because I've looked at so many of them recently, but apparently, film is making a big comeback for wedding pictures. It's what you said. It captures the light beautifully. And it's a more personal, slower approach. Maybe you could try that? Oh, me? No, the other vampire who's looking for a new line of work. I think you got the wrong guy here, Lua. I know I'm disgustingly sentimental these days, but I'm not that far gone. Attending one wedding gives me cavities, let alone several per month. Oh well, forget about it then. No, 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 don't forget about it at all. It would be perfect for you. Come on, Hyde. I know you like to play strong and sarcastic, but you are sentimental. And you love to chat people up. You'd solve all the bridesmaids' drama and offend the parents. But most importantly, you'd do something for these people that they'll never forget. They'll look at your pics their whole lives. If that's not leaving a mark, I don't know what is. You're assuming they won't get divorced. I don't know if this is the right topic for Miss Lua. It's alright. I know some marriages end in divorce, but that doesn't change anything, does it? Whether a marriage lasts for a few months or several decades, the wedding is still an unforgettable moment in someone's life. That career in the Mafia is really looking up. You're hopeless. I'm falling asleep on my chair now, so I'm gonna head back. Do whatever you want, you thick-skulled vampire. Just don't stay out too late, okay? Yeah, alright. That's my cue as well. I have some thinking to do. And maybe some talking. Thanks again, Hyde. And good luck. Hope your next adventure is a good one. It will be. Good night, Lua. Good night, Fuji. See you later. Good night, you two. Here we go again. Last one sitting. Indeed. Proper night owls. You didn't say anything about that wedding photographer idea. It's ridiculous, right? That's not for me to say, but I wouldn't call it ridiculous. It sounds like you enjoyed the whole film photography experience, and you do like being around people, don't you? I do, sometimes, but I'm not a romantic. People get married, they think they're taking a first step into forever. Well, there's no such thing as forever. Everyone ends up disappointed in some way, and then, the next thing you know... I don't want to sound too depressing. So you don't believe in love? Of course I do, but only in a certain kind. You can choose to keep supporting someone to enjoy their company. You can do that for years, with friends, family, lovers. But at the end of the day, you're still you, a separate person. And they're still them. There's no two souls becoming one, not really. I know, the one time I tried, it really didn't work out. But, do you regret trying? No, I guess I don't. It confirmed for me that marriage and the like is never going to be my thing. And there's freedom in knowing that about myself, giving me space to build other relationships that work much better. But at the same time, when I see people who truly believe it, people who walk into it willing to share their lives so closely, even if for most of them it won't pan out, there's something beautiful there. Like watching a butterfly too close to a flame, or a flower bloom like it will never wilt. Well, in my case, I singed off my wings, but I'm still here. Singed? I'm gonna say singed. Well, in my case, I singed off my wings, but I'm still here. And on that day, that minute when I said we'd be together forever and meant it, I sure felt alive. If you know all that, then you must also know that it's something worth celebrating. It's something worth helping other people celebrate. You're a tricksy one, Fuji. I'm too tired to fight your logic, which means it's time for me to head back. Of course, Mr. Hyde. But I meant to say, I appreciate our one-on-one chats. I hope we can keep providing you with a comfortable space here. Oh, it's plenty comfortable for sure. Besides, well, it all boils down to this, doesn't it? The way time passes for me is very different from anyone else I know. Thank goodness, Gala is from a long-living species, but even then, he'll grow old before I do, eventually. The world will change 100 times, technologies will die out, new technologies will come, I will feel again the way I feel now in a century, maybe two. And Lua and Gallo won't be around to give me advice. The world won't wait for me. But you will, am I right, Fuji? That's very perceptive of you, Mr. Hyde. Hey, you've grown to know me quite well. It's only fair that I know you a little in return. I suppose that's true. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. To continuing our story. It's nice to know that no matter how much time passes, there's always going to be someone here rooting for me. Thank you for your trust, Mr. Hyde. We'll make sure it's not misplaced. I know you will. And on that note, I guess I'm going to browse for some film cameras. What's the worst that can happen? Indeed. Take care of yourself, friend. And you as well. The world won't wait for you, Mr. Hyde. But some of us will. Ooh, the plot thickens. I'm eternal. Sop, sweetened with sugar. It's known as Senegal's national drink. Fruits and spices are added to taste. Looks like hibiscus, orange, and I don't know what else. Yikes Hyde? Yeah, I agree. Yikes Hyde. Although that did wrap up kind of nice. Man. This is a great name for this game because, man, when you finish a whole night of reading it out loud, drink just tastes so good. Thursday, September 28th, 2023. The Evening Whispers, as usual, is bringing us 3 new headlines. And here they are. Robots asked to give ultimate advice. Elven burnout is real, here's how to avoid it. And new image recognition tech confuses gnomes with dwarves. A review. Also, hey, before I start this next night of Coffee Talk, this next chapter, if you're new around here, my name's Fuji. I'm a variety VTuber here on Twitch, and I'm also a DJ. I play all sorts of really fun games, basically whatever I feel like playing. Oh, hey, I have hand tracking too. And on Wednesday nights over on my other channel, DJ Fujifox, you can catch me spinning tunes, usually old school Japanese stuff, but right now, it's going to be some more modern party music as I'm preparing to DJ a wedding for one of my friends. Where are your jazz hands? Right here. So yeah, if you're new, consider hitting the follow button. It goes a long way with me, and I will owe you big time. The community is still small, so if you want to be my friend, now's the time to do it while I can still spare the chats. That sounded really full of myself. My point is, as the channel grows, it gets harder and harder. So, I don't know. If you want to hang out and talk in chat, it's a good time. It's a very good time. All right. Let's get started with our next day. Good evening. Officer, welcome. Hey, Fuji. How are you doing? Officer. Oh. Sorry. My mind is kind of elsewhere right now. No worries. Work issues? What else? I'm all ears if you want to chat. You're a pal. I'm in a real bind, Fuji. What happened? Well, never-ending workplace issues aside, things are getting weirder by the minute, and I'm feeling out of my depth. Are you talking about your recent patrols? Yeah. I've been analyzing the CCTV footage the last couple of days. Oh, I see. How did that go? Did the cameras manage to capture anything? Yes and no. The infrareds caught a couple of blurry things. They ran off, turned a corner, and disappeared. Could have been anything, like rats or cats. But neither fits with what I heard on the scene. The footsteps, you know, the laughter.
Come to think of it, it sounded more like giggles.
Giggles. Can where be skiggle?
Not of that size, no. Even if they could, it doesn't explain the footsteps, really.
I see. So what's next?
I have some ideas, but they're just wild theories at this point. In short, I'm stumped. You know, Fuji. I've been racking my brain ever since Miss Riona dropped that bomb about the fairies, you see.
Oh, what about them?
As it turns out, fairies was an umbrella term for many types of beings. Anything that didn't fit the known physical rules at the time was referred to as such.
Oh, huh. Does that mean the banshees were part of the fairy folk?
Probably. Not anymore, though. It's an ongoing process, but the list is getting shorter. But back then, any sentient being that was even remotely incomprehensible was considered that, and that includes apparitions.
Apparitions?
Yes. Apparitions like ghosts.
Ghosts?
Ghosts!
Sorry, I just blew out my mic. Hey, good evening, Rensler. I'm doing great. How about you? Hi, Stormy. Here's your hands. Here's the finger guns. Ah, haha. Finger guns. Cat gag, why are you gagging at me? How's your evening been, Stormy? How's your day been? Both you guys, Rensler, Stormy. Tell me what's been going on. I see.
What do you mean, I see?
Huh?
Doesn't it sound like a bad joke to you?
I'm not sure I follow.
But come on. Ghosts don't exist. Do they? Because if they do, all I can think about is that damn tree now.
Oh, right. The tree.
Does that mean it's haunted?
It could be.
Don't get how you can be so calm about this.
Huh? Well, why wouldn't I be? I mean, there've been all sorts of customers here. Some of them are so out of this world, even. Sometimes literally.
You're right. I guess you're not the one who's being weird here.
Don't say that. Everyone has their own... What is that word? Peccadilloes? Peccadilloles? Chat, what is this word? Peccadillos? Peccadillos. I want to say it's peccadillos, and if it's Spanish, I'm really sorry. Also, Stormy Good was busy at work, but the husband cooked dinner, so really good. Just got to relax. Oh, well, that's fantastic. I'm glad that tuning into my stream at the end of a stressful day is something you would even consider. So, kick back and relax, because we are just hanging out, listening to stories from all of my usual customers. Alright. Everyone has their own peccadillos. Peccadillos? It means small offense. Thank you very much, Fly Swatter.
True that.
If you don't mind telling me, though, may I ask the reason you're so afraid of ghosts?
Gosh, no. That's a long story. Not something I'm ready to talk about anyway.
That's understandable.
All you need to know is my fear was never caused by actual ghosts.
Oh?
Suggestion is a very powerful thing, Fuji. But that's all I'm willing to share for now.
Okay. Thanks for sharing.
You know, it's funny. My grandpop was very into this stuff. So is my daughter. They're like my opposites, very curious and fascinated by the unknown. Not that I'm not, mind you. It's just that, with my time as a cop and all, unknown variables usually mean trouble.
I see. That makes sense.
They're the kind of people who could see things from nothing. And I mean that in the best way possible. Like, you know the Zen rock garden thing from Japan? They understand the Zen-ness of it. I don't. Well, that doesn't stop me from thinking it's chill, you know?
I think you almost got it.
Yeah, but I'm sure he and my daughter could talk about it for hours. Too bad he passed away before she was born.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't be. On that note, Fuji, you've seen my lighter, right?
I'd say I'm pretty well acquainted with it now, yes.
My bad. That thing was originally my grandpa's. He bought it sometime after the war ended. It was to commemorate the upcoming new era, he said, in more ways than one. He got honorably discharged due to a severe leg injury he'd never be able to recover from.
Oh.
At that time, he was living right across the street from the former town hall. For obvious reasons, he couldn't walk far. So it was a good location for him with all the veterans' support nearby and all.
Right.
Now, about that secret. You see, my grandpa liked to chat. Never liked being alone, that guy. Plus, he pretty much hated his bleak room. So sometimes he'd go and hang out with the street vendors in front of his place. There were all kinds of beings there, along with their pets from all walks of life. That's why he had a lot of stories about the craziest things.
Oh, I see.
You see, the street's name just came to my mind last night. Can you take a guess what it is?
You mean...
Bourne Street, It wasn't called that before. That's why the whole thing didn't click for me straight away. But I went through his files and it checks out.
Does that mean the vendors he was talking about?
Bingo. And you know what? He bought the lighter there.
Wow, what a coincidence.
Are you sure it's only a coincidence?
What do you mean?
Come on. Ain't nowhere they're just coincidences, Fuji. Everything is lining up too perfectly, if you ask me.
Uh-oh.
Think about what's happened so far. It was my team that found out about the vandalism before they dumped the whole case on me. Then my car was hit, out of everyone's.
Right.
Then my luck started tanking. The broken mug, the fan, the black cat. Just tons and tons of weird stuff happened in the past week alone, you see.
Right.
Then one thing led to another. My team was chosen to lead the investigation. And tell me who's in charge of the case? Me. And then there's the Banshee Lady, your patron, with some information I wouldn't have thought of. The dead tree stuff, the fairy market. Information I wouldn't have remembered on my own.
Right.
And now we know why I kept on losing my lighter, right? How are they not connected? Tell me.
Well, if you list them all in order like that...
I'm telling you, Fuji, this place is calling for me. The case is made for me. But they really picked the wrong guy. I'm just real bad at dealing with spooks. They make me question everything I ever known, you know?
But I've always thought you're pretty good at handling ambiguity, officer.
Not when it comes to supernatural stuff. Because we don't know enough about what's real and what's not. What will they do? Will they hurt us? Do they bring bad luck? Good luck? What's the truth? Who knows?
Maybe you should take a day off and catch up on your sleep.
Huh? What's that?
No, nothing. You know, another patron of mine suggested a documentary to watch.
Yeah?
The focus was on interesting drinks from around the world. You could find everything from the mundane to the extreme, from local comforts to really special stuff. I kept thinking of one particular drink that might interest you.
Oh?
It's something like a protection drink. It's made of coffee, honey, and lemon, and a slew of other ingredients.
Huh. Protection from what, though?
From evil spirits and bad luck, I think. Maybe it'll help ease your mind a bit?
Ah, gotcha. But Fuji, even if the whole situation is, haunted, there shouldn't be any evil spirits. right? I wouldn't know, but I might need your lighter. What for? Well, the drink needs to be lit up. I just think your lighter might give it that extra magic boost it needs. Compared to just using a regular flame, I mean. What are you gonna make me anyway? Nah, I trust you. Here.
Officer Georgie's lighter. It exudes an interesting feel.
Okay. Then make me this magical drink you've learned, Fuji.
Let me take a look at our chat history there. What did I say? It was coffee, honey, and lemon. Coffee, honey, lemon. Brew. What does that say? Queimada. Wow, that's gorgeous. And we'll give him his lighter back. Sure is raining? Is the rain too loud in the background? Oh, are you talking about in real life? I can't even hear it through my my monitor headphones. No, from you? Ooh. I actually can't even hear it taking my headphones off. Same? Ooh. Nice. I love that you guys are getting rain for this. It's a perfect game for it.
Oh, wow. The drink does light up, huh?
Yep. This is special, just for you. So don't tell anybody.
Roger that.
Here you go. Careful.
Dang, Fuji. This is really something else. You sure it's okay to drink?
I have no idea. But I'll take responsibility if anything happens.
Ha. Huh. I'm just being silly, aren't I? Sorry for bothering you with all this stuff, Fuji. You haven't made me this crazy drink to make me feel better.
Don't say that. I'm always happy to help however I can.
Thanks. Man, at least with crooks you can actually deal directly with them, you know? Not the case with apparitions.
Not with that attitude. I don't know what voice this is supposed to be right now.
Oh?
Oh, we have a new character. I'm gonna make him, like, proper British.
Everything can be caught with a little elbow grease.
I've just made him Sean Connery, and that's fine. Also, that drink is gross? No way, that drink looks awesome. I want to try to make that.
Everything can be caught with a little elbow grease. Not actual elbow grease, I won't make that mistake again. McQueen? Is that you?
Hey, what's up, Liberty? Who dis? This is Fuji. Welcome back.
Hello, Williams. It's been a while. Yeah, it is you. The surprises just keep coming this week. Let me go over there.
You know each other?
More or less. We were brunch buddies.
Brunch buddies?
Brunch buddies. I feel like I've meant to say I'm brunch buddies in the same serious tone. But I don't like to talk about it, so I still get nightmares. I feel you. I wasn't sure we were gonna make it out alive. We were truly the lucky ones. Without a doubt.
I'll just take both of your words for it.
Good. Because I don't like to talk about it. So what brings you here, detective? Surely it's not the coffee. Secret police reasons. I've not read the briefing yet, but enough about me. Tell me about your supernatural problems. Yeah? You need to bust a ghost. Oh. Well, busting might be a bit much. I was just talking to Fuji about getting over my fear of that stuff. And ghosts. Something like that. I'm weak against ghostly looking stuff. I get freaked out easily. For example, I admit I got a little spooked by what happened on Bourne Street the other day.
I remember that.
Yeah. I know very well that unchecked fear leads to prejudice. That's why it's a no-no in my book. It even pains me to admit that out loud. Sometimes the toughest case to crack is ourselves. Other times, it's ghosts. How do you do it, detective? Your cases, man. I probably lost all my hair by now if I were you. I try not to think about it all that much. When I do think about it, I think, who else will do it? Nobody, that's who. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, once you get over the dead part, then just like you and me. Look, I remember this one case. We were investigating a haunted apartment. This lady, her husband had recently passed away but wasn't moving on, if you get my drift. Real deadbeat, couldn't take a hint. Anyway, we had to go in and exorcise the place, right? But the husband, he's caught wind and he's retreated into the basement. I won't go into the technicalities of it, but it's harder to get a ghost out of a basement or an attic. It's all about the angles, really. I mean, I get it. That used to be his home. All his stuff is still there. It's hard. I get that. So I'm slowly going down the stairs, trying to coax him out. Bam. Next minute, all this romantic music is playing and the whole place is lit by a spotlight. Basic sensory illusions, classic ghost trick. Then,
I'm like going deep southern.
Then, or I knew it hit me. I'm sitting at this pottery wheel and he's behind me and...
Wait, isn't that the plot of a 1990 film Ghost?
Oh. Maybe. We had a movie night at work and I dozed off before it started. The story must have slipped into my subconscious. Riveting.
Oh boy, more new characters. I don't know what voice to do for him. I'll make him Australian. Aye, detective. That would be ridiculous. I don't know. He's big. He needs to have a deepish voice, but he's got a big old grin on his face. Makes me want to make him Australian. Yeah, I'm gonna make him Australian. Aye, detective. Aye, people I don't know. He looks like a big teddy bear. Yeah, I wish I could do a teddy bear voice. Just don't have it in me.
Did you get your important errand sorted?
He's screaming Aussie. Okay, sweet. I sure did.
Dooley, can I see the crumbs stuck? I can see the crumbs stuck to your face.
It's just the rain. It's very bready rain.
There's filling all over your top.
It's blood from a gunshot wound. It's healed up though.
You're literally holding the receipt from the donut shop.
That's why they pay you the big bucks, detective. So what do I miss?
We're talking about getting rid of Officer Williams' fear of ghosts. Hey.
Ghosts?
Yeah. You're afraid of them, right, Dooley?
No idea. Never met one.
We stopped a ghost riot.
Ghosts aren't real. So you don't need to be scared of them. Easy.
There you go, I guess. Sorry that wasn't much help. Nah. What you said, they're just like us. That's a good thing to be reminded of. Exactly. They used to be alive just like us. As long as they don't try to eat, possess, violently murder you, you should be fine. Very reassuring. Just talk to them. Feel their culture. Listen to their issues and spectral wails. Treat them like any other person. See what's on the inside. Which should be easy, seeing as you can see right through. I thought... I thought you didn't believe in ghosts. It's best not to overthink anything he says. I certainly don't. Well, thanks for the advice. I think it'll help. Our pleasure. Now, Dooley, I think we should read that case briefing and find out why we're here. Already did. Oh? Turns out we were meant to arrest the person driving that taxi. Instead of taking it all the way to Seattle, yes. Why? The driver was a chupacabra. Emphasis on the cab, because he's a cabbie driving a cab. Did you get it? Did you get it, mate? Oh. Okay. Let's get out of here, Dooley. Good luck, officer. Thanks, McQueen. A lot. You too, Officer Dooley. Bye, guy. Good luck with your rep problem or whatever. Bye, Coffee Wizard. Take care. I really like those characters. That was quite something. Well, what do you know, Fuji? Looks like my good luck is back. I'm feeling like $1,000,000 now. I'm very glad you do. Thanks anyway, Fuji. I really did nothing much. Are you gonna be okay? Okay enough to start thinking about what to do next. I'm done here for the night. You have a good evening, alright? Please keep me updated, officer. Stay safe. Will do. Alright then. Maybe I'll go check the stock and... Miss Riona, welcome. Hello. How's the traffic out there? It's a mess. There's construction work taking place on Lenora Avenue. Oof. I can imagine the good luck already. Fortunately, I have no deliveries to make today. That's great. I'm happy you're here. So, anything I can make for you this evening? I'd like something for my throat. I'd appreciate a cup of tea infused with some lemon and a touch of honey. Alright. Easy enough. Lemon and a touch of honey. Brew it up. Out. Get the honey drizzle. And present her. Cup of warm midsummer's night dream for you, miss. That's what we call it here. How whimsical. Was this part of the ghost tour? They'd was ghosts. I love it, Stormy. Oh, I need to take a drink myself. It's wonderful. Sweet, but well balanced with the lemon. And the slight bitterness of the tea completes the taste. Thank you. You're so very welcome. By the way, you just missed Officer Georgie by a few seconds. Is that so? How is he? He's been thinking about what you said quite a bit, actually. Oh? He's currently dealing with plenty of clues he isn't used to. That's why he's hard at work at the moment. I see. Would you mind doing me a favor? Oh? What do you need? Could you give my contact information to him? We only connected via Bluetooth last time, so... Oh? An email address and a phone number are written on it, belonging to Riona Sheeran. Like Ed Sheeran? Is she Ed Sheeran's long-lost sister? A piece of blue card with an email? Oh, okay. It's the same thing. Again. What I said a few days ago may have been a bit overwhelming. It is possible that I spoke more than was necessary. All because I couldn't help but feel a pang of bitterness knowing what happened to the tree. It's entirely understandable, though.
but it's not my intention to interfere with his work. As such, if he requires any assistance, please do let me know. It's the least I could do. I realized there would be plenty of difficulty obtaining information. Oh, I mean, because Officer Georgie is a human. And we semi-physical beings have our own way of sharing information as such. I understand what you mean. Okay. I just do not wish to incriminate anything or anyone. It's fine. I get it. I'm glad. I'd say you've already helped him out in more ways than one. Hmm? Sorry, did you say something? I was zoning out a little. No, nothing. I'll pass this off to him. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Bad traffic aside, how are you? To be honest, I've had a lot on my mind of late. I don't know how to express it without sounding pathetic. You know I'm all ears. That may actually be part of the problem, I am afraid. Pardon? You know, I've held conversations with more individuals over the past week than I have in the past few years. Is that a good or a bad thing? It's troubling. Oh. I'm sorry about that? I don't mean it necessarily in a negative way. It's just, I used to believe that I had a settled life objective. But I have been doubting it lately. How come? I finally heard back from Miss Rachel yesterday. Ooh, any good news? No. Our fields are admittedly quite different, but I was not expecting much. However, she provided me with some contacts who may be of assistance, even though they had no direct connection to the audience I'm trying to reach. I see. She explained clearly why she thinks I should contact them, however, which I am thankful for. That's very thoughtful of her. So, what's the battle plan? And why are you doubting yourself? In essence, the advice is to slowly increase my network to make myself known. Oh. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? You can probably guess my concern about it. I think so, but you could give me a refresher, just so I don't misunderstand. I feel like that would be a shortcut, so to speak. Right. She did, however, remind me of an important and humbling fact. What would that be? Well... Oh, but it's not guaranteed you'll get anything out of it, don't you think? Unless you're really, really sure the so-called shortcut is 100% gonna work. Because you'll have to do way, way more than just making a few calls and waiting for callbacks, you know? I'd say that's a decent impression of her. Oh, I should have been doing a French. Ah, that would have been good. Thank you. After that, she told me a story about her early career experiences, both the good and the bad. Getting noticed is truly only the beginning. Then it's either a matter of letting your talent speak for you, or you go out there to develop connections with the right people. Even then, there's still no guarantee of success. After listening to her explanation, I respect Miss Rachel's determination. I can certainly see how it worked out for her. But then I was left wondering whether Mr. Lucas meant something similar during our first meeting. Right. I thought it all sounded familiar. Will you try her suggestion then? I don't know. Is it difficult? No more difficult than sending reels to every audition I've come across. And being rejected by every single one. But for some reason I feel conflicted about it. Speaking of Mr. Lucas, he and I also have continued our correspondence. Although, perhaps it was more like a necessity? Did something happen? He was stuck?
Pardon?
Actually, he posted about it on social media last night.
Oh? I might have seen it.
Did you? I came across it when I was updating my schedule and responded out of concern. Then he called me almost immediately. He was loud.
All sounds in order.
And extremely drunk?
Really?
He denied it at first. But it was too obvious not to notice. He told me he was walking aimlessly, deep in thought, and entered Cary Park without realizing he had done so.
Must have been some deep thinking he was doing, because I think it rained pretty hard last night.
Well, I wouldn't know. The bus to and from there is currently not operating after 10 p.m. Which is why I sent him a message informing him of that fact, as he seemed to be unaware of it.
Right.
So he called me to ask if there was any other mode of public transit nearby.
Would it have been easier for him to just call a cab?
He told me he wanted to know the city better.
At midnight?
Why not? Why not? After all, you operate your business after dark yourself.
Touché. Perhaps he just didn't want to go home yet. And I might be mistaken here, but I thought he doesn't like drinking.
Wasn't it partying? Nevertheless, I think last night was quite different.
Oh.
It appears he had dinner with his team, and he needed the extra courage in order to negotiate with them about his proposed new direction.
Oh. I see. I suppose it didn't go as expected.
Perhaps. And I know that feeling all too well.
Miss.
However, he said he will keep negotiating until they reach a compromise.
That's good. Hey, Vendus. How's your day going? We're hanging out playing Coffee Talk. Just enjoying stories from around the fantasy world of Seattle in the year 2023. Thank you for the cat gag and the Mudang side-eye. We are probably on our last quote-unquote night of the night, but we'll see. Good to see you in here. It was terrible? Is that in response to how you doing? I hope not.
It was terrible.
I hope it's been a good day for you. And if it's not, we'll hang out and chat. Well, even if it is, we'll hang out and chat once this night's over.
Is it though? Miss Rachel told me about the hoops she had to jump through at the beginning of her career with her teammates as well. Likewise, Mr. Lucas has to work hard to obtain approval from his team for his actions. How can they still be so positive?
What do you mean?
I just cannot picture myself convincing others to give me a chance like that. I almost wanted to ask, why do we have to be at the mercy of others in order to succeed or fail? Can't talent speak for itself? But if I truly believed that, with the number of ejections I have received so far, I should have stopped a long time ago, shouldn't I?
Right, and that's why it doesn't work that way.
What do you mean?
To let talent speak for itself, we would all have to have the same standards.
I see what you mean. Art would cease to be art if it were standardized, wouldn't it? However, doesn't that imply that everything still depends on the whims of the individual judging you at the moment? How does someone like Miss Rachel or Mr. Lucas manage to be fine with that?
Perhaps because they don't see it as the be-all and end-all?
What do you mean?
Rather than viewing them as judges with the authority to determine their fates, perhaps they simply see them as hills to either overcome or avoid, if that makes sense. Just a matter of perspective as to where the power lies.
But it's not easy to climb those hills, especially if you've never done it before.
Therefore, it's good to try and find out what works for you and ask for guidance, or assistance even.
Because one can't possibly know every single way to overcome obstacles. or be able to safely recognize warning signs without first learning about them from others. Is that what you're trying to say? I see. Still. Miss Riona? Yes. Sorry, I got a bit lost in my thoughts. You're fine. I promise. But speaking of Mr. Lucas, what happened to him after the call? Also, Ventus, you not want to drink what you really want to right now? I'm with Stormy. It's pretty late on a weeknight. Pour yourself a nice caffeine-free tea. Soak up the enjoyment of a premium drink without having to deal with the ramifications of alcohol right now. At least, that's my advice, but hey, it's your world. I picked him up and drove him home. Whoa. But I thought you're located in Bellevue. I am. But I still had unfinished business in the downtown area. Moreover, he suddenly began singing quite loudly near the end of our call, which led me to conclude that it would be best for me to go and fetch him. I see. How is his singing, in your opinion? It wasn't, too bad. If not for the fact he was screaming most of the lyrics, that is. Well, his hoodie was soaked when I arrived, so he had to take it off before he got into my car. Thankfully, the water did not completely soak through to his shirt, so he remained relatively dry. However, I still had to lie down the seat covers as his fur got rather wet. I hope he didn't get sick then. Aside from all that, was he okay? Considering the situation you mentioned earlier, I mean. Well, he happily asked me to do karaoke with him, which I declined. Probably for the best. Could have been entertaining, though. I ended up taking him for a drive, though, as I needed to take care of my unfinished business. A late night delivery? No, I was buying a pie. At midnight? Yes. Why? Concerned you may have a competitor? No, not at all. Maybe a little bit. Oh, Fuji. You'll be fine. I sort of want to know just so I can inform Officer Georgie about it. Oh, why? His daughter loves pies. When his car was vandalized, Officer Georgie had plans to buy pies for his family's get-together. But the report took a while and the weather was bad. And by the time he was able to get a taxi, he thought everything was already closed. I see. But he takes pride in being a Seattleite. Oh. We have a AI Gordon Ramsay inbound.
Ask me, what is the secret to making a perfect pineapple pizza? Are you having a laugh? First grab that god-awful pineapple. Next, chuck it straight in the bin. Then make a real pizza done.
Boo. Boo. Down with Gordon's opinion. Pineapple is delicious on pizza.
What a loser. Chamomile does hit the spot. You don't really drink tea, but I got a can of Mountain Dew in a fancy glass. Hey, if it's what makes you happy and it's not killing you, I'm not here to complain. So I wonder if he knows about it already. Well, it is a very small kiosk attached to a pub. Very easy to miss. The spot is known as Disco Pie, and it serves fresh pies till 1 a.m. Interesting. Good to know. Thanks. Getting back to the story, though. You both went for pies. Then? Yes, and that seemed to fascinate him for some reason. What did you each get? He ordered a slice of warm apple crumble with a scoop of French vanilla ice cream on top. And a large cup of piping hot coffee with a little bit of milk. Ouch. I feel betrayed. Truly. Oh, but it was my suggestion since I thought he needed to warm up.
Double ouch.
I apologize.
I'll live. A little piece of advice though. A glass of warm water might be better for the inebriated. Coffee's not the best at retaining fluids and thus preventing hangovers.
Oh, that's really good information to know. This is why you're the best barista, Fuji. Thank you.
Okay, my feelings are hurt slightly less now. And what did you get for yourself?
And a slice of hibiscus blueberry mint pie myself. And just so you know, I did not order anything to drink.
Good. Great timing, Rensler.
Alright, back to the game.
You want to make the real Gordon Ramsay try McDonald's somehow? Oh, I'm sure he's had it. I'm sure he's had McDonald's. Drinks aside, what an interesting combination for a pie. How did you like it? Oh, excuse me.
I enjoyed it. You serve hibiscus here too, don't you? I remember to order it next time.
Please do.
And so, we continued our conversation afterwards. That was when he told me he had not given up on his goal despite the many disappointments with his team. He also told me why he does not drive at all.
Really? Why?
It is... On second thought, it may be better to hear the story directly from him. Another time. I apologize.
No problem. I understand.
We also discussed quite a few things we have in common.
Really?
Yes, surprisingly. And before we knew it, it was already nearing 5 a.m.
Must have been a gripping conversation.
I'm not sure. Moreover, his exhaustion seemed to finally catch up with him then, so I drove him home.
Weren't you tired as well?
No. I should go now.
Alright. Will you be okay?
I have a lot to think about. Thank you for being patient with my concerns, Fuji.
No problem at all. Anytime.
Have a good evening then, Fuji.
Come back again soon.
Well, that was a really nice night. Interesting stories, pleasant conversation, good way to end it. Sweet coffee, lightly sweetened and frothed, to help invigorate your tired mind with its sweet and biting aroma. Alright guys, that's where I'm going to wrap it for the night. It's 10:55 local time for me, and as much as I would love to know what happens on Friday, September 29th, 2023, it'll be another night that I get that info. I'm going to hang out for just a few minutes though, I figure why not. Tell me, how are you all doing? What do you have on your minds? What do you have going on for the rest of this week that you're excited about, that you're worried about? If it's on your mind, I want to know about it. Fuji in Coffee Talk might be fake, but this Fuji, I'm a touch more real. I know you guys are real too, so let's chat a little. You good? I'm glad you're good. I'm good. How's your traveling going, Rensler? You told me that the last stream that you tuned in for was the last one you'd be watching from your home bed for quite a while. How's being on the road? You're good? Ordered running shoes, nervous your feet will hurt? Well, I guess there's always the return policies nowadays. But hopefully it won't be too bad. I take it you know your size, so I imagine you have nothing to worry about. As for me, to answer your question a little more in depth there, Rinsler. I'm doing good, and I spent my evening doing not only some chores, but also preparing for running, as is Fly Swatter. There's a big 5K race coming up in our city, and, well, I haven't run a 5K in a while. I've never actually run a competitive one like this before, so I needed to go pace myself today and figure out what was going to be, you know, the kind of effort I should be exerting. And I'm happy to say I did pretty well. It wasn't an amazing time. My pace was in the 8-minute range, but for how hot it was and for how poorly I ate over the weekend, not in flavor, mind you. I ate nothing but delicious food this entire weekend, but I would not consider it race fuel. Yeah, given the circumstances, pretty happy with how it went. Good, but always busy. Busy beats boredom any day. I'm glad I have a flight on Wednesday, and so I'm looking forward to it. Oh, good. Very good. I take it's going to be a rather long flight. Don't forget to download some of my VODs. I actually don't know if you can do that. Well, if you can't, I hope you just enjoy the flight no matter what. You know I love flying. Speaking of that, I don't know if I've streamed since my last flight that I took, but I finally finished my solo cross-country requirements for my private pilot license, which means I only need a few more hours of solo flying. Oh, my tracking's messed up. Hold on. Do. Oh, that's why. I'm sitting up too straight. There we go. But yeah, so I finished another one of the major milestones towards my private pilot's license, which means I only need a few more hours of solo flying and then take my check ride, and I'll be totally done. At least for a little while. Then we'll have instrument when I hit 200 hours, but that's a little ways away. Flying to Europe, yeah. That's decently long. At least you don't have to make much of a connection, though. Lucky you with your home base. Well, Vendus, Stormy, Liberty, any of you guys have any parting thoughts? Anything you want to share with me before I call it a night? I'll give you a few seconds. Nightbot psyched me out. Ooh. Redeemed the Fuji lore. Hey, Fly Swatter. You should give the person that you're talking about my my username. I'd be honored to have someone you just met watch me on Twitch. But can you also text me the thing I sent you, or I asked you to write down yesterday? Because I'm blanking on it for Fuji lore. Need to add it. Oh. I'm gonna save that one for when there's more people in the audience, because it's really silly. Instead, let's see. Covered that. Oh my goodness. Sorry, you guys. I'm just taking a second to write something down. Okay. So, I'm going to tell you guys about a weird thing in my earlier life when I was in high school, specifically when I was a freshman. So, I was 15 at the time. So, wow, 11 years ago. Crazy how time flies. My high school was kind of weird. We were huge. Our campus was the size of a lot of community colleges, if not bigger. Actually, it was like double the size of our local community college, which was really weird. Scratch my face, I'm putting my hands through it on accident. But basically, my school did one very weird thing. And that, well, it did a number of weird things. But the one very weird thing I want to talk about right now is that we had a school-sponsored, what I would call, rave. It was called, oh, you know what? I'm not going to say the name of it because I don't want to dox myself. But it was a light up, like, what do you call that? Glow in the dark paint rave where everyone got 2 bottles at minimum, like 2 squeezy bottles, like think of like a restaurant style ketchup bottle, like the old school ones, of glow in the dark paint. And you could buy more if you wanted. It was like $2 for a bottle, I think. And then they just played electronic music. They tarped the entire gymnasium over, played electronic music for the most part, and then let us go crazy with the paint and dance, which, looking back on it, insane. I cannot believe that was real. And it went exactly as you would expect. Lots of people busted ass slipping on the paint on the tarps. Lots of people did a considerable amount of drugs. I was not one of them. I'm pretty much straight edge. You know, I drink a little bit, but that's really it. But that was not me. But yeah, people would do drugs, and I'm not just talking weed. There would be like 15-year-olds doing hardcore rave drugs. And I mean, mind you, not a ton of them, but more than one. And then, of course, you get a bunch of people together, cover them in paint, and give them loud music and drugs, and many of them also drinking. And you can imagine what some of the people got up to in the bathroom. Why am I stinky? You used his TTS, not his question. I'm not stinky. I showered twice today. Where was this? This was at my high school, if you can believe it. So yeah, for the most part, it was, you know, it went like they wanted it to. Mostly it was innocent kids like me would show up, play with some paint, dance to some music, and then go home. Like the gym? Yeah, the old gym. That would be interesting. Yeah. But of course, oh boy. Okay. Call an ambulance, but not for me. Not for me. Blah, blah, blah. Oh. Why is Fuji the Fox so stinky? Man, Shaq's so quiet, I can't hear him. A full court press of soap and water, bruh. I clean myself so thoroughly. He needs to be louder. Yeah, I actually don't know how to make him louder. I have that maxed out already, so I gotta do some tweaking somewhere. Shaq's just a shy guy. I mean, he's soft-spoken. But yeah, so basically, most of us would show up, have fun, throw some paint, dance a little, and then, you know, like teenagers do, go stuff our faces with fast food and go home and crash. But there were certainly a number of kids who would show up drunk or high or crossed, and then, you know, they might get it on in the bathroom a little bit, or maybe a lot of it every single year. And maybe they stopped doing it because that kept happening, and they, you know. And they knew better than to keep creating an environment for impressionable young kids to make mistakes like that. Also, Fly Swatter, did you give her my username? Like, is this gonna be your friend's introduction to my channel? Is me talking about the drug-fueled rave when I was a 15-year-old? Titanfall when? Titanfall soonish. I've been playing chill games lately because I've been streaming more at night. It was terrible. Entirely possible. Oh, man. But Titanfall soonish. I've been playing chill games because we've been streaming late at night on weeknights, and playing Titanfall gets me, you know, gets my brain going just enough to keep me awake when I sign off for the night. So I don't tend to play it late at night. But I am going to stream sometime this weekend, maybe like Friday night. No, not Friday night. I'm busy Friday night. Maybe sometime on Saturday I'm going to play some variety of stuff, and part of it, there's a good chance that it'll be Titanfall. I am not the reason Titanfall 3 was canceled. I spoke with a Respawn employee 2 years ago and tried to express my love for Titanfall without being overbearing, and the moment the game's name left my mouth, he clearly didn't want to talk to me anymore. Yikes. Yikes. Chill games are cozy. Exactly. Marbles? Are we gonna play marble games? I don't know. I don't know. Let's play like VR marbles. Oh yeah, hey, by the way, I've been trying to think of stretch goals to help grow the channel. I think at 250 followers, I want to do a VR chat meetup. So for any of you guys who have VR, you can come and we can hang out face to face, you know? Ew? Don't give me ew. You love VR. I only know you because of VR. Should watch your new vid. If you post a link to it in the self promo on my Discord, I will check it out. Oh, speaking of my Discord, hey, if you're not part of my Discord already, please join it. Not for me, but for yourself, because there's cool people in there, and there's fun to be had. You can play VR chat without a headset. You can play with just a computer. But yeah, check it out, because today, I'm gonna pull this up on screen. I got the coolest piece of fan art that I've ever gotten, and it's from a fan of the channel, friend of the channel, actually. Oh, and you put it in the self promo. Thank you very much. From friend of the channel, Dan Pereira. We're gonna pull it up on screen here. He knows that I love Haikyuu, the volleyball anime series, the volleyball manga series, and so he drew me in the style of Haikyuu, especially because I've been playing volleyball recently, and I think he's heard me talk about that on stream. So he, out of nowhere, made good on a promise from over 2 years ago, about, you know, making something in this style for me. So here you go, in game, here it is. It's so cool. Please go over there on the Discord and give it a like, or a Fuji party reaction or something. He put clearly a ton of hard work into this and did an awesome job, and he even made a colorized version, and he nailed it. It's so cool. It's so cool. I cannot express what an awesome feeling it is to get something like this in the middle of the workday unprompted. It just makes me so happy, and it makes me really appreciative for the position that I'm in, and for all of you guys, because hey, if it weren't for all of you, there's no way that I would have stuck around long enough with this stuff to get cool things like this. So yeah, go give it a like. Chat with Dan if you ever want custom art made. He's a great artist, and he does fantastic work for cheap. You take fan art? I do take fan art. There's a, you can put it in the Your Art page if you'd like to make any fan art, but please don't feel obliged. I know fan art is a ton of work. I have people that I have followed for over a decade online, and I consider myself a creative person, and I've never even attempted to make fan art because I know it's hard and you want to capture someone's essence and you want to make them something good. But seriously, I will be appreciative for anything you guys ever give me. So if you do want to give it a shot, I encourage you, but also know you're under no obligation. It's funny, I've talked to a few Respawn employees and the one who played Titanfall 3, and they said, man, you really know the whole thing. When I started reciting the level layout and order of events, can't tell you stuff about it, not after conversations. Which employee did you speak to? I don't remember his name. It was like over a year and a half ago, and we spoke one time. Yeah, but he was an Apex guy. Like, he worked on Apex. Prefer Halo and Destiny, and you get motion sick in VR. It's less of I can't, simply I can't. I'll just come hang out on the desktop version then. It's like any other FPS if you play it on desktop. Dude, this fan art, yeah, isn't it so cool? Want to know why Titanfall 3 was really canceled and what Titanfall project was canceled recently? It was the Extraction one from what I heard. But why don't we discuss it in my next stream? I'm already late for getting to bed. I'm excited to hear it though. But yeah, I want to be able to give it the time that it deserves. So we'll talk about it next time you're in here, Liberty. For now, though, thank you everyone for hanging out with me for this evening. You guys make my nights better every single time. And, oh, Billy Mays triples it. Get those redeems in quick. And I'll triple the offer. Yeah, I love getting on here. You guys know that. I say it every time. And I'm forever grateful to all of you. So, with those parting words, let's go raid somebody. Nice cat gag. Let's go raid somebody. Who's live right now? Inksy is live. Is Silent Bell live? I've been meaning to raid her. I'm spelling it wrong, apparently. Alright, cool. Well, I guess we're gonna go raid Inksy, which is like a gigantic channel. So, yeah, everyone say hi, and let's make some friends. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please take care of yourselves, sleep well, stay hydrated, and have fun with your life. I feel like I always end these things with all these prescriptions of do these things, this, that, and the other. Remember to have fun, please. Remember what it's all about, and I'll catch you in the next one. Good night, everybody.